Hello, Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi on Sunday said EVMs in India are a black box which nobody is allowed to scrutinize, and asserted that serious concerns are being raised about transparency in India's electoral process. Democracy ends up becoming a sham and prone to fraud when institutions lack accountability, Gandhi said, and tagged a media report which claimed that a relative of Shiv Sena's candidate, who won the polls from Mumbai's northwest by 48 votes, had a phone that unlocks an EVM. Earlier, Tesla CEO Elon Musk sparked a controversy by suggesting that EVMs pose a hacking risk. He stressed the need to eliminate EVMs. The former Congress president also tagged the post on X by Elon Musk in which he talked about eliminating EVMs. Electronic voting machines or EVMs should be eliminated. The risk of being hacked by humans or AI, while small, is still too high, Musk had said in his post. The opposition parties have been raising concerns over EVMs for some time now and had demanded a 100% count of the VVPAT slip. MLA Raja Singh was taken into preventive custody by Hyderabad police on Sunday as soon as he landed at Shamshabad Airport in Hyderabad to foil his plans to visit Medak, which was rocked by a clash on Saturday night. A clash erupted between two communities in Telangana's Medak district over cow transportation, Section 144 CRPC banning the assembly of more than 4 people in public places. A clash erupted between two communities over the alleged illegal transport of cows on Saturday. At least 7 people were injured in violence that broke out during a protest by Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha leaders and Hindu Vahini Sena members. According to Medak police, the scuffle broke out after BJYM leaders staged a protest instead of filing a complaint when they intercepted members of another community for allegedly transporting cows. The scuffle led to some people receiving injuries. After that, both parties staged a protest on the road. The hospital where the injured persons were receiving treatment was also attacked, Swami said. Police have taken 9 persons into custody and an investigation is ongoing as cases are being registered against them. The situation now is under control. NEET, masquerading as a measure of merit, is a scam and the centre must stop defending the national test as it went against the interests of students and it is also against social justice and poor, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said on Sunday. Stalin, also the president of the ruling DMK, said in a post on X, the ongoing controversies around NEET highlight its fundamentally inequitable nature. In a society where education has been denied for thousands of years, more opportunities should be offered for advancement of the oppressed. On the contrary, NEET hinders the opportunities of such students, he pointed out. He said despite the Union Education Minister's defense of the National Testing Agency, recent events paint a different picture. The Gujarat police have registered an FIR over allegations of invigilators tampering with OMR sheets in exchange for monetary benefits, involving checks worth several crore rupees and 8 blank checks. This conspiracy, implicating a school principal, a physics teacher, and several NEET coaching centers, underscores the urgent need for systemic change. Attacks against YSRCo leaders and their houses are continuing in Andhra Pradesh after the assembly elections, which saw TDP wresting power. TDP and its ally Jana Sena activists allegedly keep on attacking the YSRCP leaders and activists across Andhra Pradesh. On Sunday, the house of former Minister Jogi Ramesh came under attack at Ibrahimpatnam, just 18 kilometers away from Vijayawada. A group of car-bound men stopped the vehicle in front of the house of Jogi Ramesh and threw stones at the house. When a police constable tried to prevent the attackers, one of them was seen behaving rudely with the policeman. Meanwhile, former Chief Minister and YSRCP Chief YS Jagan Mohan Reddy condemned the attacks against party leaders and activists. He is likely to visit the party leaders and activists who were injured in the violence. The Congress on Sunday claimed that the decision to relocate statues within the parliament premises was taken by the ruling regime unilaterally, and its sole objective was to not have the statues of Mahatma Gandhi and B.R. Ambedkar that have been traditional sites of democratic protests right next to where the parliament actually meets. The opposition party's attack came ahead of Vice President and Rajya Sabha Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar inaugurating the Prerna Sthal, which will house all statues of the freedom fighters and other leaders that were earlier placed at different places in the parliament complex. While the Congress has criticized the decision to remove the statues from their existing place, the Lok Sabha Secretariat has said their placements at different places made it difficult for the visitors to see them properly. Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh said that according to the Lok Sabha website, Parliament's Committee on Portraits and Statues last met on 18 December in 2018, and it was not even reconstituted during the 17th Lok Sabha, which also functioned for the first time without the constitutional post of Deputy Speaker. Its sole objective is not to have statues of Mahatma Gandhi and Dr. Ambedkar, traditional sites of peaceful, legitimate and democratic protests right next to where Parliament actually meets, Ramesh said in a post on X. The Mahatma Gandhi statue has thus been displaced not just once but actually twice, demanding an explanation from Chief Minister Revant Reddy for not approaching the Electricity Appellate Tribunal. Former Power Minister G. Jagdish Reddy said that Union Minister of State for Home Affairs Bandi Sanjay Kumar spoke without knowing the facts. He said that the Congress and the BJP are jointly conspiring to tarnish the image of former Chief Minister K. Chandrasekhar Rao and that Chief Minister Revant Reddy and Union Minister Sanjay are trying to neutralize KCR. Revant Reddy is now at the beck and call of Prime Minister Modi, he said. Road and B Minister Komtireddy Venkat Reddy in the past said that Revant Reddy had secured the post of Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee President by paying money, Jagdish Reddy recalled. He raised strong doubts over the Justice L. Narasimha Reddy-led commission, accusing it of expressing biased opinions even before completing its judicial probe. He said Justice Narasimha Reddy's remarks during a recent press conference appeared to be in favor of the Congress government's arguments.
గత ప్రభుత్వ హయాంలో నిర్మించబడ్డ విద్యుత్ ప్రాజెక్టులపైన విద్యుత్ కొనుగోలు ఒప్పందంపైన ఛత్తీస్గఢ్తో అదేవిధంగా పీజీసీఐల్ లైన్లో మన రాష్ట్రం తీసుకున్న హక్కులపైన ప్రభుత్వ ఖజానాకి ఏదో నష్టం జరిగిందని చెప్పి విచారణ చేయాలని చెప్పి ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన ప్రభుత్వానికి ఏదో కొన్ని అనుమానాలు ఉన్నాయని చెప్పి ఇవి నిబంధనల ప్రకారం జరిగిన లేవా ఈ ఒప్పందాలు ఈ ఒప్పందాల వల్ల ప్రభుత్వ ఖజానాకి అంటే మన ప్రభుత్వ రంగ సంస్థలు జెన్కో కావచ్చు మన డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ కంపెనీలకు ఏమైనా నష్టం వాటిల్లిందా అనే విషయం పైన విచారణ చేయడానికి అని చెప్పి ఇప్పుడు వచ్చిన ప్రభుత్వం ఒక విచారణ కమిషన్ నియమించింది జస్టిస్ ఎల్ నరసింహారెడ్డి గారి నేతృత్వంలో. అయితే మేము వీటికి సంబంధించి గత మా ప్రభుత్వ హయాంలోనే ఇవాళ ఉన్న ఈ ప్రభుత్వ పెద్దలు కావచ్చు బీజేపీ వాళ్ళు కావచ్చు కొన్ని సందేహాలు లేవనెత్తిండ్రు. శాసనసభలో వాటికి మేము సరైన సమాధానం చెప్పినాం. గత ఈఆర్సీ ముందు కూడా వీళ్ళు హాజరై వాళ్ళ వాదన వినిపించిండ్రు. వాటన్నిటి తర్వాతనే ఇవన్నీ కూడా జరిగినాయి.
Houses built on government land by 11 persons were demolished in tribal-dominated Mandala in Madhya Pradesh as part of action against the illegal beef trade in the state, a police official said on Saturday. The action was taken after a tip-off was received that a large number of cows had been held captive for slaughter in Bhamwahi area in Nainpur, the police said. A team was rushed there and found 150 cows tied in the backyards of the accused. Cow meat was recovered from the refrigerators in the homes of all the 11 accused, the police said. An FIR was registered on Friday night following the recovery of the cows and beef, adding that one of the accused has been arrested while a hunt was on for the remaining 10. Police sources said criminal history of 2 of the accused has been gathered and the process was on to find out about the antecedents of the Shiv Sena UBT leader Sanjay Raut on Sunday said all partners of the opposition India bloc will try to ensure support for the ruling ally TDP if it fields a candidate for the Lok Sabha Speaker's election. Talking to reporters here, Raut claimed the Lok Sabha Speaker's election will be crucial and if the BJP gets the post, it will break the government supporting parties like the TDP, JDU and the political outfits of Chirag Paswan and Jayant Chaudhary. The opposition should get the deputy speaker's post as per rule, the Rajya Sabha member said. He claimed the NDA government is not a stable regime. Asked about recent statements made by some Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh leaders on the BJP after the Lok Sabha polls, Raut said it is good if the RSS wants to correct mistakes of the past. During a meeting of the National Democratic Alliance in the Central Hall of Parliament on 7th June, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was elected as leader of the NDA Parliamentary Party, the BJP Parliamentary Party and the leader of the BJP in the Lok Sabha. Raut claimed Modi was elected leader in the NDA parliamentary meeting and not in the BJP parliamentary party meet.
हमने सुना है कि चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी ने लोकसभा का स्पीकर पद मांगा है, जो उनसे डील हुआ है। ये ठीक बात है चंद्रबाबू जी की। अगर लोकसभा स्पीकर पद पर एनडीए का कोई व्यक्ति नहीं बैठा तो सबसे पहले नरेंद्र मोदी और अमित शाह तेलुगु देशम पार्टी को तोड़ देंगे और ये काम शुरू कर दिया है। जनता दल यूनाइटेड नीतीश कुमार की पार्टी तोड़ देंगे, चिराग पासवान की पार्टी तोड़ देंगे, जयंत चौधरी की पार्टी तोड़ देंगे। उनका काम ये है, जिसका नमक खाते हैं उनको ही खत्म करते हैं, जिनके साथ खाने में बैठते हैं उधर ही छेद करते हैं। ऐसे लोग हैं बीजेपी के, हमारा अनुभव है। तो ये अगर चंद्रबाबू नायडू जी ने लोकसभा स्पीकर पद मांगा है और उनको अगर मिलता है तो हम उनका स्वागत करेंगे जरूर। लेकिन स्थिति बदल गई है, अगर हम चाहे तो हमारा बहुमत हम लोकसभा में दिखा सकते हैं। अगर चंद्रबाबू को ये पद नहीं मिला और चंद्रबाबू अपना उम्मीदवार खड़ा करते हैं तो हम पूरे इंडिया अलायंस में बातचीत करेंगे सब मिलकर, और हम ये कोशिश करेंगे पूरा इंडिया अलायंस चंद्रबाबू के उम्मीदवार के पीछे खड़ा रहे।
Foreign investors made a strong comeback with a net inflow of 11,730 crore rupees in the week ending 14th June, driven by positive signals from domestic and global markets. The net inflow was in stark contrast to the net outflow of 14,794 crore rupees witnessed in the preceding week from June 3rd to 7th, data with the depositories showed. With the latest flow, net outflow stood at 3,064 crore rupees in the month so far till 14th June. Although in a coalition, the formation of the NDA government at the centre for the third straight term fan expectation of a continuation of policy reforms and economic growth, according to analysts. On the global front, lower than expected inflation numbers in the US also raised hopes of one rate cut this year. This also triggered a fall in the US Treasury yield. These factors led to risk-taking sentiments among investors, resulting in increased flows into markets like India. In May, foreign portfolio investments pulled out 25,586 crore rupees from equities on poll jitters and withdrew more than 8,700 crore rupees in April on concerns over a tweak in India's tax treaty with Mauritius and a sustained rise in US bond yields. Before that, foreign portfolio investments made a net investment of 35,098 crore rupees in March and 1,539 crore rupees in February, while they took out 25,743 crore rupees in Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.